covering the Villages for you. TK Cross and the VNN News Team.
Villagers educate themselves in life-saving techniques, plus there's a new opportunity to try a fast-growing sport. On Tuesday, residents spent a few hours at Franklin Recreation learning proper CPR techniques and how to use an AED, or automated external defibrillator.
A lot of the people have taken previous classes. They just want to be refreshed on things because it's been a while. There's other people that have just read previous articles and just decided that it was such a good idea that they would like to get the training. And we do have some people that, due to the classes filling up so quick last year, couldn't get into a class last year and were lucky enough to do it this year. In the beginning, for those people that have never taken a class before, they seem to be a little bit intimidated by it, afraid of it. But after learning about it and practicing with it, they quickly realize that it really is a simple machine to use. The importance is starting those life-saving steps as soon as possible. Starting CPR as soon as possible, getting oxygen to the brain as soon as possible, and hopefully having access to an AED to hopefully restart that heart so it starts beating normally. It's such an easy class to take. It's a few hours out of your time. Hopefully you never have to use it, but you never know. And the life that you save might be somebody that you know.
Demand for AED CPR training has grown so much that the Village's Public Safety Department has added a second class to their monthly schedule. If you're interested in signing up, go to districtgov.org. The sport of disc golf was introduced to the Villages just a few years ago and has gained in popularity ever since. So much so that a new course has been constructed and is now open for play.
About 8 years ago, I met with John Rohan, because I came here from Michigan after playing disc golf for almost 40 years, and I said, we don't have a disc golf group here. Well, he said he didn't know if there'd be enough interest, so we put an ad in the Daily Sun and had 138 responses in the first week. And here we are 8 years later, and we're gonna cut the ribbon on our first disc golf course in the Villages. It's really what we always wanted, and we found the spot and designed the course and brought it to the board, and they approved it probably 8 months ago.
Yeah, one of the things the district prides itself on is the relationships and partnerships we have with our residents in the community. They feel very comfortable sharing their ideas with us. So we bring those forward and we run those through the process, both the budget process and with our elected bodies, to get the necessary funds and the approvals, and then of course working with our Villages design team to lay out this piece of property. So it really is a true collaborative effort by multiple parties involved. It's very exciting. This is something new and different, and we love always doing ribbon cuttings and openings, but this is our first disc golf course, which we are just thrilled to have for our residents.
It's a great sport, and probably during COVID it was the second fastest growing sport in the United States, right behind pickleball. No injuries in disc golf.
The new course is located along the Hog-Eye Preserve pathway. After this short break, we have a volunteer opportunity for you. But first, a look at your 5-day forecast.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Some mixed temperatures in the Villages for the next few days. Friday's high is going to be 70 degrees. Chance of showers midday at about 20%. Then Saturday and Sunday, cooler temps with highs in the mid-50s. Chance of frost Sunday morning as well. Next week, looks like temperatures are going to bounce back in the high 60s, low 70s.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
I'm Daria here with your Recreation Roundup. Learn the basics and brush up on your skills at the next small group lessons. These lessons are organized and run by Recreation and Parks staff members to help residents learn the basics of bocce, shuffleboard, masters tennis, and corn toss. Registration is open for the upcoming session on Friday, January 26th at Ezell Recreation. You can register online at districtgov.org or by visiting any at-your-service location. Keep an eye out for events like these to help learn more about all the amenities found throughout the villages to enjoy.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
This is VNN.
Despite being a little chilly, the running of the squares at Lake Sumter Landing this past Saturday had a huge turnout. The field of 861 runners shattered the previous turnout record by more than 100 people. Nate Burton, a 15-year-old cross-country and track runner at the Villages High School, was the overall winner at 18 minutes and 17 seconds. Casey Marshall, a visitor to the Villages from Petoskey, Michigan, was the top female runner, finishing 9th overall at 21 minutes 40 seconds. The final race in Running of the Squares 5K series is set for March 30th at Spanish Springs Town Center. Registration will be opening soon for that race. Keep an eye on the website at districtgov.org. 2023 was a successful year for Leesburg Humane Society as volunteers devoted thousands of hours to saving animals in the community. Whether they spent their time volunteering at events, walking dogs, or helping out at the bargain store, volunteers showed their love for animals with more than 4,000 hours of work in 2023. The volunteer team carries out a variety of tasks at the shelter, from lawn maintenance on the 10-acre property to socializing dogs and cats or taking care of pets through the foster program. Currently, the shelter is in need of volunteers for 2024. If you're an animal lover and want to help make a difference, please consider volunteering your time. Information on volunteer opportunities can be found on their website at leesburghumanesociety.org. After the break, if you're a musician, we have an opportunity for you.
Your soundtrack to the Villages. Of course not. You're in your golf cart. Hello. Thanks for listening to WVLG.
I'm Daria here with your Recreation Roundup. It's time to submit your application for the Spring Craft Show hosted by the Villages Recreation and Parks Department. Applications are available now for your chance to participate in the upcoming show on Saturday, March 9th. Residents that create homemade crafts of all kinds are encouraged to complete an application for a chance to be selected to participate. The deadline to submit your application is February 15th. Applications and additional information can be found online at districtgov.org or by visiting La Hacienda Recreation.
The number one complaint that I hear from most of my patients, and remember, some of these patients are here against their will, right? Somebody sent them here. They came in kicking and screaming with their arms crossed. And even those folks will tell me their biggest issue that they think they have, or that they even will acknowledge, is understanding people in social settings. You can have a very subtle high-frequency loss and very good normal low-frequency hearing, and you get into a crowd with noise, you're lost, right? You hear people, but you don't understand them. All you have to do by law to fit somebody with a hearing aid is have them push a button to tones, have them repeat words in a quiet situation, and do bone conduction, where they put a bone oscillator on your head, right? That's all it takes legally. But if somebody tells me, hey doc, I can't hear well in noise, or I'm lost in crowds, don't I want that information? Don't I want to assess that? So speech and noise testing is my favorite test that I run with patients, because it quantifies their acknowledgement of a complaint that they know they have. It lets me show them, compared to normal hearing individuals, this is your handicap in noise.
Looking to jazz up your 2024? Why not dust off those old instruments and join a band? All the cool cats are doing it at the Jazz Workshop at Laurel Manor Recreation. This is a Bands of the Villages group run by Lou Buckley and meets Wednesdays at 8:30 a.m. They run through a wide variety of songs, and the group welcomes Villages residents of different skill levels who want to play in a jazz group setting. Residents will get to practice their big band skills in good company. The Bands of the Villages is an umbrella organization which includes a variety of concert bands, musical groups, and instrumental ensembles. All directors and participating musicians are volunteers and reside within the villages. For more info about the Jazz Workshop, visit bandsofthevillages.com. From feral hogs, Burmese pythons, and poisonous toads to Mexican petunias and hydrilla, the state is under invasion of those non-native species, which cost taxpayers millions of dollars to control and eradicate. With hunts underway to control these invasions, the numbers are decreasing somewhat, but where it starts is in preventing access in the first place. Florida's tropical climate makes it vulnerable, with thousands of non-native species being introduced in the past 100 years. Some become naturalized and are harmless, but about 1 in 7 become invasive. Case in point, the Burmese python, Florida's most infamous invasive species. These snakes, with no natural predators here, currently wreak havoc in the Everglades, where they eat endangered and threatened species. Feral hogs, introduced when Spanish conquistadors arrived in Florida, carry disease, damage agriculture, and disrupt the soil, destroying Florida's native plants. Although hunts are a popular way to manage invasive species, there are other ways to combat them, like not purchasing exotic animals and non-native plant species, and taking care not to inadvertently spread plants like hydrilla and Mexican petunia. To learn more about invasive versus native species of plants and animals, you can attend the Wildlife and Invasive Species Conference January 24th through the 25th at the West Central Florida Agriculture Education Center at the Sumter County Fairgrounds in Bushnell. We'll be right back after this.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7.
We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing. going on now at Kart World Golf Cars, the summer clearance. All new 2023 club cars and Garias must go.
Buy now and save big. Model year and discounts up to $1,250.
Whether you're in the market for a 2, 4, or 6-seater with gas, electric, or lithium power, Kart World has it.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Hurry, don't miss out. When these cars are gone, so are these prices.
A recent fencing expo brings plenty of visitors, including Darth Vader and Robin Hood. Residents dressed up as sword-wielding characters to get in on the action at the By the Sword Fencing Expo, hosted by the Villages Fencing Club and the Villages Lightsaber Club. The audience was led through a brief history of fencing and given handouts explaining the terminology. The presentation included a modified offering that allowed members with limitations the ability to participate. Doreen Lothar, president of the Villages Fencing Club, encourages residents to stop by during a practice session for a more interactive experience. The Villages Fencing Club meets Mondays at 11 a.m. at Odell Recreation and Thursdays at 1 p.m. at El Santiago Recreation. The Villages Lightsaber Club meets at 9 a.m. Mondays at Odell and 11 a.m. Thursdays at El Santiago. January is National Blood Donor Month, and it's a good time to call attention to the need to restock blood supplies. The need for blood is never ending, with more than 29,000 units of red blood cells needed in the United States. That's according to the American Red Cross. Locally, residents can utilize Life South Community Blood Centers and One Blood to make life-saving donations. Marissa Pacchiarati with Life South says trends are lower than what they could be, with only 3% of eligible donors actually donating blood. Says Pacchiarati, of course, there are extenuating circumstances that prevent someone from donating, but most healthy adults can give blood. According to the American Red Cross in Central Florida, they are experiencing an emergency blood shortage, as fewer people are giving blood nationwide than in the past 20 years. Blood and platelet donations are needed now to help alleviate the shortage and ensure life-saving medical procedures. For more info about donating blood, visit oneblood.org or lifesouth.org. It's time now for a brief commercial break. When we come back, a look at your Villages entertainment.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
I love fishing and being on the water. Cancer almost took this away from me. When I was 15, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. The doctors at UF Health saved my life.
Designation from the National Cancer Institute places the UF Health Cancer Center among the nation's top cancer programs.
Now I'm out fishing with my dad, doing what I love.
The referral ensures the coordination of care. The coordination of care is very important, especially with seniors. With Florida Blue, we turn our referrals around in 72 hours. So that should let our members know that they can get in to see a specialist in a timely manner. And the referral is good for 6 visits or 6 months, whichever comes first. So when you're looking at plans and you're looking at the competition and you're looking at other things, those are some of the things that make companies differentiate themselves. And our ability to allow our members a 72-hour turnaround, 6 visits or 6 months with 1 referral, that's one of the things that I believe makes Florida Blue different.
Stop into a Florida Blue office today located in the Villages Healthcare Centers at Mulberry, Creekside, and Brownwood, or call 352-629-7070.
Clap your hands and stop your feet. Time now for the Village's Entertainment Beat.
I'm Natalie, here with your Entertainment Beat. There's something for everyone at the Village's Entertainment, and here are some of the shows that are coming up. The original Cabaret at Savannah is back for their 17th anniversary, where you can hear everything from Broadway to pop, from doo-wop to Godfather comedy. That'll be at Savannah Center, January 20th. The Sharon has hosted speakers from the Changemaker series, and the next speaker will be photographer Annie Griffiths, who will be bringing Through the Lens, Creating a Ripple to the Sharon, January 23rd. And don't forget to check out the next installment, The Search for Longevity, presented by David McLean, on April 19th. Calling all art enthusiasts, a night at the museum bringing art to life through dance will be coming to Savannah Center January 24th and 25th, presented by Evolution Dance. Three Tenors Plus One is returning to the Sharon to perform beautiful arias from a selection of timeless operas. Presented by Maestro Bill Doherty, you can check out this performance February 10th at the Sharon. Prepare for the daring maneuvers like trick cycling, precision tumbling, somersaulting, and more with the Peking Acrobats coming to the Sharon March 4th. Educate yourself on the chilling insight of deviant minds with Psychology of Serial Killers and Why They Captivate Us, hosted by Dr. Rachel Tolles at the Sharon, April 25th. You can purchase tickets to these events online at thevillagesentertainment.com, at our box office locations, or over the phone. That's your entertainment, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Natalie. Live musical entertainment is available here every day of the year. These are the bands ready to perform for you Saturday night. That's all the news we have for you now. Be sure to pick up a copy of today's Daily Sun and get out there and enjoy that Village's lifestyle.
After 65 years, Knowles Furniture and Mattress Outlet has one final thing to say. Thank you. Knowles is closing their last store in Leesburg and going out of business forever. The entire inventory of indoor and outdoor furniture, mattress sets, and more sold at a sacrifice to the first buyers through the doors. Famous brands like Cottage Creek, Elements, Mega Motion, Panama Jack, Southern Motion, Stanley, and many more. And everything is in stock and ready to go. The building's for sale, and Knowles Furniture and Mattress Outlet is going out of business forever at 2110 U.S. Highway 441, Leesburg.
Overactive bladder, or OAB, can change your world, like going hiking. Just to hike to the bathroom. Reaching for the bar, just to reach for pads. Waiting for the sunset, just to wait for the stall. Discover Gemtesa, a once-a-day pill proven to reduce all 3 key symptoms of OAB: leakage episodes, urgency, and frequency in adults.
Do not take if you have a known allergic reaction to Gemtesa or its ingredients. Tell your doctor right away if you're unable to empty your bladder or if you have a weak urine stream. Tell your doctor if you're taking medicines that contain digoxin or if you have liver or kidney problems. Side effects may include headache, common cold symptoms, diarrhea, nausea, urinary tract, and upper respiratory tract infection.
Ask your doctor about Gemtesa. More time here, less time there.